It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got in the bathroom, and that's what Rickey Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy,
right,
where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves and is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting it.
Shannon Sharpe was telling him the story of some of the behind the scenes from Friday After Next. Let's start with that. When I went out there, let's just go back. In 2000, I was the host of BET Comic View and in the season 2004. I also worked on this show called Live from LA. That was my first job with BET, and that's where I met Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken. And Ice Cube was like, man, hey, man, I like your work. I want to do some stuff with you. I want to put you in some movies. And Ice Cube started putting me in movies, which really helped my career. I was in All About the Benjamins, but of course, when they changed the ending of it, that part didn't make any sense. But then he put me in Friday After Next. And just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharpe's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for, was Money Mike. And I guess the producers, Cube and everybody saw something different. And I think that Money Mike character, Special K, was going to come off as kind of like
just a guy who was hanging around in the strip mall who was just kind of being annoying and almost like a crackhead type of character that was
right.
Just,
so I guess when Katt Williams did it, they added the whole pimp twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. Because ain't no way in the hell I could have executed that role like that. And I'm glad that they made that decision and they put me in a Santa Claus role, which was actually perfect. So when I got back to L.A., they said, hey, your role has changed. You're going to be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines. Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history. Had no reason. I just want to clarify that. Had no reason to lie about that. As a matter of fact, my manager at the time, Gary Abdo, who is still one of my best friends, who also helped start my career, and he's the owner of the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta. We got him on the phone just to clarify. Gary Abdo, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just for clarification, you was my manager at the time. We went to L.A. together for the audition. Cube wanted to see us. What is your version?
Yeah, well, we're old, and that was 23 years ago. So, our memories are what our memories are. You went out, you auditioned, they wanted you to play Money Mike. That was the sides that they had sent. The sides are the portion of the script for the part they want you to play. Those were the sides they sent. That was the audition you did. They said, great, we want you to play this role. My recollection is you had to go back and read for the execs from the studio one final time. And the night before that, we got different sides, and they said, no, we want you to play this role. And we didn't understand it. We really were under the impression, well, you had the role as Money Mike, but then all of a sudden they switched it up. Now we understand why. Katt came in, blew them away. He's an incredible performer. That was probably one of the most iconic breakout parts in movie history. I mean, that
Absolutely.
was literally Katt. That was literally Katt's first movie. You know, Friday was not Chris Tucker's first movie. Next Friday was not Mike Epps' first movie. For that to have been Katt Williams' first movie, and he exploded. I mean, that literally made him an iconic touring comedian, one of the biggest to do it in this generation. And, you know, the rest, as they say, was history. But, yeah, absolutely, without a doubt, you were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role, and then that switched up overnight.
And I'm glad I ended up being the Santa Claus, because that role was iconic and not as funny as his. I like the pimp. I personally like the pimp better, but the Santa Claus role was just perfect for me. At the time, I was skinny and could run fast, so
and you could squeeze over that gate. So yeah, that was the.
I just wanted to clarify that, and then there was no contract ever that. In agreement with the first Sunday movie, because that was a whole different production directed by who just directed my Netflix special, David E. Talbert, about me playing Bernice Jenkins. That's something that David called me personally. David and Lynn are fans and have been fans of my work for a long time, and it was like, we want you to play Bernice Jenkins, and you know, and here you go. And that's what happened. And I went out there and shot that in one day, me and Red Grant. And that was a lot of fun. Right. And it had nothing to do with Katt Williams' contract or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect Katt. Definitely disappointed that you have to get on the air and explain something like this. But you know, that's the truth, and I don't know what else to say. So there it is.
There's not much else to say. You know, it's indisputable that Katt played that role, killed it, built an entire career out of that one role that all of us look at and go, wow, that's absolutely amazing.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner Lucky Boots Deals, man. He keeps it lit. Make sure y'all check out the links below. Send me screenshots to my Instagram, Everyday Thing with PJ, that you subscribed or visited these links, and you could be entered to win a 15K giveaway. For a 15K subscriber giveaway, where we'll be giving an exclusive pair of Nike from the Nike sneakers app, man. Let's get into it, man. Okay, more Katt Williams, dog. I'll tell you, this is a hot topic, so I got to break down each little section because it was, I think the Katt Williams interview was maybe 3 hours, so it's kind of hard to break down everybody's everything he brought up about everybody in one video. So I'm breaking it down and, you know, giving you my rendition. Of course, I believe, again, Katt Williams is giving information and he's running with it. Maybe this is his truth, and maybe Rickey Smiley has his truth. But as they say, that's what Rickey Smiley went to go audition for. Who's to say he didn't? If he got his manager on here to verify what he did, all we can go by is what people said. The only people who really know is Ice Cube. If Ice Cube comes out and say, hey, man, this is what happened. And I believe, as Rickey Smiley said, Katt Williams came out and killed the audition. And they was like, hey, we need to make him Money Mike and make Money Mike a pimp. Okay, so then Katt Williams also goes to say that he changed the lines. He wrote some of the lines, or all of the lines, for Money Mike and da. And that too could be true, because the way Rickey Smiley points out that he was going to be Money Mike was just a dude that always hung around the shopping center and was not a pimp, just like a bum type dude. You know, hey, what up, dog? Hey, let me get $1. Let me get some change, man. You know, type stuff. And they call him Money Mike, which would be straight asinine. But it probably would have been funny, but not as funny as the Money Mike the pimp. So as you see, one could be real and one could be just not the full truth or misguided information. And I think Katt Williams is running off a lot of misguided information. Even though the interview was definitely funny, go check it out. But I believe that some people's stories may have been crossed. And either way, it's not going to make either comedian look bad. Like, Rickey Smiley has his own syndicated radio show. Katt Williams still performing live around the country year round. So in life, these brothers is winning. So I don't really see a big difference, a big change in things. I think they'll get it together. Maybe they may not never be friends, but understand that this situation is getting blown out of proportion. A lot of things that Katt Williams said is getting blown out of proportion. Whether they be true or not, I don't even think it's really worth it, man. Everyday people, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.